Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led out by a former #1 overall pick and a one-time league leader in passing yards. Out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 24 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw finds its target, Dobbs. If you look at this Browns defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. As I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action now, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Winston running the option left here. Now the ball comes loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what summed in last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 80 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancombs are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 20-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Winston running the option left here. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Winston. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Up the middle, here's Bell. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A slant to Jones. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
They talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man right. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And some room to work. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. On the option right is Fields. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A second down throw for Winston. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Winston. A screen to Bell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now an inside give to Bell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. A give for Taylor running right side. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to 43. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
3rd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And punter Sterling Richter out now on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Out to his left. A beautiful fake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Parker, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Winston slow, complete to Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Winston. Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Going right back to Dotson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Jameis again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Winston. And this is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Russell Gage, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Paris Campbell up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He accounted for 3 touchdowns in that first half. 1 in the air, 2 more on the ground. And he's been electrifying to this point.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the option left is Fields. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The give is to Bell. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here's 2nd and 10. Winston. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Winston. And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields.
And he fends him off. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down in a 21-yard gain.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor.
Shoves him away.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Now it's Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got room to roam.
And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns.
Zay Jones.
A 7-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run the option on third and short yardage. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, here's Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now Fields. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston now. Quick slant, Dotson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. They'll come up 2nd and 7. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
To throw is Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the gun, Winston.
That's complete to Dobbs.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Ravens.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
Complete, it's Dodson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jameis to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. DJ Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Winston.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
To the air again with Winston.
They'll get this to Bell.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Winston.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
To throw, Winston. This is Bell on the dump off. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Winston running the option left here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. To the right side, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they also will exit this one at 2-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball.